Hello, this is Pilates video number 5. It's a new one, and I hope you enjoy it. Put on 2 reds and a blue, and we will begin there. Headrest is up, lying back, just engaging your core. Feet are hip distance apart. We'll push back and forth. Now, we're going to incorporate a little heel drop today. So we're going to go back, heels forward, tippy toes, come forward. All the while, you are going to really completely neutralize your core. So sometimes I'll put my hands on my hips and make sure that they are not rotating at all. One more. And now pull the right leg back and extend over the foot bar and pull and extend. Inhale back, exhale forward. So if you have not used the breath before, the breath is important. And last one. And I set the foot down and I start here. Pull back, extend, and all the way over. Keep compressing the navel to the spine. Last 2, last 1, and both toes and heel drop side to side. Just getting a nice stretch through the calves. So this morning already I've done a high fitness class, and a lot of that class is done up on the balls of my feet. But even if you have cycled or gone for a long walk or a run, it's important to drop the heels and stretch the calf. And we switch sides. And switch. One more time. Both heels are forward, and tiptoes and heels and tiptoes and heels. Bend it in, drop your knees wide, heels are rotated inward, and we press back and forth. Sinking through the pelvis. And toes and knees in. This is medial rotation. Be really careful with it. Squeeze here. I have to watch my back. Like, I am serious. A lot of time is spent for me just really making sure that everything is neutral. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely job. Really, really nice. And I am going to turn the lights on. A little bit more light in here. There we go. Okay, we're beginning with a new lunge that I might be the only one that likes, but I'm going to teach it anyway because I want you to have variety when I'm gone. We'll put on a blue spring. Sometimes I use a lighter spring myself. So if this is simple for you, put on a yellow spring. If it's too difficult, you will add, or you will go up to a red. Okay, so with the pole, we're going to step onto the gray grid, right? I want your right foot turning right, but the left foot comes behind you. See how close it is? So left foot turns left, right foot turns right, like a ballerina. And you're gonna come down and come in. So really, really supporting, and you can go on either side. It doesn't matter. People ask me all the time, where should my pole be? Where do you want your pole to be? Where do you have the most support from your pole? So sitting into that right glute, the back leg is super strong. Shoulder blades are together down your back. But tone up here. That back inner thigh muscle is completely toned. There it is. And I'm not hyperextending. I think in my screen, to me, it looks like I'm hyperextending, but my tailbone is tucked. So I will see people that are dropping way down. They're thrusting their pelvis. That's wrong, okay? Beautiful. Pressing through that front heel bone. Good, nice 2. And we're gonna switch. So now, the left foot crisscrosses all the way over, and it is rotated, and my right foot is behind me, and it's turned to the right. So left foot left, turned out to the left, my right foot is turned out to the right. And I'm on my back tippy toes, and I'm not thrusting. If you can even feel your hip flexor, like aggressively, you're doing this wrong. You have to lean down a little bit more and push up your booty, okay? And then put a smile on your face because we're doing Pilates. I really, really do miss this modality when I leave because it's very hard to target in this way. So, yeah, for sure. I will work out really hard in Hawaii on this particular trip. I'll do a lot of high fitness and cardio fuse, but, and I'll do some muscle work, but it's really hard even with bands to do this exact work because of how the carriage is sliding and there's a lack of support. Then the lack of support comes from your core. And then here, the medial glute. I'm gonna do about 4 to 5 more. There's 1. Perfect. And last 1. Beautiful job. Really, really nice. Coming down. Go ahead and bring your foot bar up. Okay, so I'm gonna keep you really light here. I will be on a yellow. I would say Nancy, try the red or a blue. Rich would be red or a blue. Patricia's probably going to be a blue, possibly a yellow Patricia. Lindsay is a blue, okay? Because we're gonna shorten this. We're gonna go right into the quad. See where the front edge of your machine is, this pad? That's where your toes are gonna be. And then we're gonna squat down, the arms are straight. And we're just gonna support with the core. You can be back a little farther. Like Rich, you're very tall. Your feet might be halfway back, that's fine. Four, 3, 2, don't let your head hang, and 1. Good, nice. Now, I call this the hitch kick. Your foot is halfway back, yeah? And you're gonna push the carriage back and your knees in, and you're gonna alternate here. You can up the spring if you need more support, just add a yellow. If you're on a blue, you can go up to the red. Last 1. Nice, we haven't done that in a long time. And push back and forth. There it is. Last 1. And push. Beautiful, right? So easy, so lovely. Really, really, really nice. Okay, put on a yellow spring. Face the back. We are gonna do the new section here. Small loops, elbows up. We're gonna lean back 1, no movement or change in your elbow. Then we push straight back and we come up, reset 90 degrees. Lean back 1, 2, come up 3, reset 4, and 1. And 2, and 3, set 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. I feel like we can do one more here. Good, and then just relax. I'm not sure if I have this on a video or not, but I'm gonna go really low and come up super slow. We're gonna start like that, just side to side. Slowly coming up and going left. Slowly coming up. If I go in this glacial method, literally, these are so painful. Last one. Good, beautiful, really nice job. Going right into rotator cuff on a yellow spring. Now, Rich, you might be doing this on a bigger spring, like a blue spring or a red spring, but, and I say this every time I teach this, when I do this, I'm gonna kneel almost into the springs, and that's how I make it a little more intense. But you could be all the way over here, and you might also be in the long loop. But most women and most students are on a yellow. But here with my body weight almost to the springs, I feel plenty of resistance. There we go. There we go. Two more. Oof. One more. And then number 2, we're gonna punch down. We will pull up and look up, leave the elbow and twist. There's a twisting action as we do this. I'm not sure I feel like this is quite hard enough. I could try grabbing at the buckle or the tape, but I don't love the feel of that on this exercise. So I'm just gonna do this, and I might add something else along the path, right? And here we go. Now you're 6 inches away from the shoulder rest. Rich, some of the taller girls put a block on top of the rest, and they put a sweat towel or a strap through the loop, and it really makes a big difference. We're gonna come up, or we're gonna go down and up. Pull your head back. It's like you're hitting your ear. I like this exercise because not only am I working my tricep, but I'm stretching my quadriceps lumborum. So from the top of my hip all the way to my armpits, it's a really nice stretch. If this hurts your shoulder, you can do a different tricep. Last one. And we switch. Come around. We start with the rotator cuff and the small loop. Whew, there it is. Your arm literally stops moving. Okay, and now we're gonna lay down and we're gonna pull up and twist and pull up. I hope you're engaging your core the entire time you do this, because it's one of the real big prime movers is powering through your core. Okay, now 6 inches away, add the strap around the loop if you'd like to, and extend. Drop your head. Try to squeeze your tailbone under so you're neutral and pressing through the tricep. Visualize the tricep. This literally has nothing to do with your shoulder. Your shoulder is steady. The elbow is extending the forearm. That's its job. When you add the resistance, you build strength in the triceps. Good, 2 more. dog. Really, really nice. Now, drop your straps on the floor. They kind of catch. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to be on a blue. Almost a yellow. Almost everyone is on a blue, though. You can pick up hand weights here. I will not because I have a little tendonitis. But the arms are literally going to go like this. Foot bars out of the way. Okay, so here we go. We're going to step up. You're going to come into a deep plie, and one leg goes out, and it comes in. And we push out, and we come back in. We go wide, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in. There it is. Yep, nice. And I like this on a yellow because it's very weightless. So if you're using hand weights, it would be like this. Push off. And you really, I would like you to really look at what I'm doing because people get a little confused by this. I come to neutral. One leg is moving to extension and bend. The other leg is full extension and bend. You never stand up. Good. And we stand up and we switch sides. You're really technically supposed to go to the floor. We're coming around. Drop into a deep plie. And we extend. So this time perhaps your arms are going to go up and down. And extend and down. Left leg straightens, back to plie. The right leg straightens, back to plie. Last one. And stretch up. Coming all the way down. Nice job, everybody. Okay, we're gonna do actually thread the needle, which is very, very hard. I didn't know if I should keep this on here or not. So Nancy, red, blue. Lindsay, Patricia, red, yellow. Rich is a red, blue. Leroy is probably a red, yellow. Could be a red, blue. But I don't think you'll move very far then. Debbie, probably a red Debbie. Really watch your shoulders. If you don't want to do this, that's fine, right? But I feel like I like this on one of the videos. Your feet are only halfway down the carriage. That's right, spring. Okay, so Nancy, your feet are always staggered like so, right? My feet are one in front of the other. We're gonna go out. When we come back, we're gonna go onto our tiptoes and thread the needle. And we're gonna go out, ridges of the feet, toe one in, and thread. And open. One more. Good, switch sides. The top leg is the forward leg. Head back. And open. Look underneath to the back. And last one. Wow. Okay, those are always so hard. Just coming into hug a tree with a red yellow. Nancy, you're on a single red. Rich will definitely be like 2 reds, maybe and a yellow. I do like, Debbie, I like you to use only a red here. Lindsay, you're doing a red yellow now because I don't want to strain the shoulders, right? And then you can crisscross applesauce if it means that your sit bones are down. But once you do that, we can't let the ribs protrude, right? I like to extend, but if your feet are extending, then for sure, I need the feet flexed back, okay? So sit bones under. Squeezing through the pectorals so the chest muscles are contracting. We open and it's very small. You don't open very far. The elbows are always curved. The palms are always facing forward. Four more. Last one. And we will go right into forward salute. Big exhale as they go out. Really pull the abdominal wall to the back of your body, like navel to spine, waistline moves back every time you extend your arms. So I know we visit during class, and that's nice. And if you have rock and roll music on right now, great. But you have to think about the action that your body is doing. So every rep, we contract the core on any exercise, and that keeps your body really very, very safe. And it also builds your core. Last one. Perfect. Yeah, so there we go. Just making our way around the body. Okay, so I'm gonna do one now that will not be very popular. But I would like it on here so that if people do like that challenge can have it. It is a red and a yellow. You could also, I'm gonna give you the substitute. If you want to do cat and cow on a red spring, I would do that now. But when you do this, I need you to be very small and specific. So if you have a ball or a block, put it in between your legs, but your legs are gonna have the strap. So slide your leg into the small loop, unless you're named Rich, and Rich uses the long loop. But I just want it to be, really snug, so it shouldn't be easy to slide in. It's not easy for me. Okay, all right. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you are playing music or visiting with a friend or something. I think it's nice. Okay, we squeeze in. And now, squeezing in, elbows forward, I'm really supporting my neck. I come in, and I only come out to where I could leave my low back neutral. Bring the chin down, bring the back up, bring the tailbone up. Last one. Oh, they're so hard. Come on up. And drop the ball. Take your legs out of the straps. Okay, now moving into the glutes. I'm just really torn, but I think I'll do one that's new that Nancy really likes. And I do it on a blue. The men would do it on a red. Selena's red. I don't know. Lindsay, you're really strong in the glutes, and you might consider trying it. The cool thing about trying it is you can always go back to a blue, but I know for myself I'm on a blue, not a red. Okay? All right. Come down onto all fours, and you put your foot into the long loop. Shoulders away from the ears. It's an angled process, knee to elbow and angle out. Try to get the leg higher than the hip, on an angle, away from the body. And that's it. Lovely job. Come to the second side. I think it's important to take a breath. Maybe stay hydrated in between sides. Now down to the forearms. Shoulders away from the ears on that angle. Takes a couple to get kind of set up and rolling. Probably about 4 more. And there we are. So good. Okay. Set of controls. Your feet are on the gray grid. This will be a blue for almost all of us. Nancy, you're going to use a red, yellow. Selena, red. Tiff does a red. And Sue, if for some reason you do this, you're doing it on a yellow. So I'm going to do set one, pretty normal. Really stretch out, really working through the rectus abdominis. Tuck the tailbone to neutral, not any further than neutral, okay? Here we go. Push off the toes. There's one. Come back to neutral. Releve off the toes and neutral. And we rest. Come down, take a small break, and then we're gonna go into set two. This could be the same as set one. I really don't care. I do not want you doing a push-up with shoulder conditions. So if you're doing push-ups and you have a shoulder problem, I would stop immediately because it can really affect you. But if you are doing a push-up, I'm doing a tricep push-up. Elbows are in. So we're going down 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Nice. All right, so there we go. Next set. I'm gonna go right back into your core, and I think I'm gonna do long box with the ball in between our legs. And so this is going to be a blue spring, pretty standard. Yeah, set one would be standard. I'm probably gonna change the spring on set two. So long box, blue spring on set one. Your foot bar does need to be flat. The ball is optional, but this is like a 10-inch diameter ball. And then we need to be on the front of the box. So the front, really, quarter of the box for sure. That way if you fall, I know you're safe. But we will start with 100% complete teaser. So squeezing just to the midline of your body. And exhale as you come up. Inhale back, palms are up. Good, last one. No, I'm changing my spring. I have to come out of the loops to a yellow spring. Because on this one, I want to stay upright. So shins parallel. So this is not where I want you. And if you're there, what does it take to get the legs up? Just keep focusing on it. How about your back? Is it straight?